All right, guys. So, quick game here for you. This is gonna be me versus XCA5. He is smurfing on the ladder, and it's gonna be him versus myself here. I did go Johnson. He went Decimus. I guess he really feels like he needed to do something like that to get a win. I'm immediately going for my yellow up top, and the reason for that is I because he's a banished leader. I have to get my yellow as quickly as possible because he's going to come down and try to bully me with a chopper off of my yellow. So it's very important for me to get that as quickly as possible. So hence why I sent one of my starting Marines to get that. Now I'm actually going for a Gen 3rd. It's kind of a risky play because I'm not going to have a lot of blue in order to build Marines, Rabbits, or turrets, whatever I may need to stop some sort of play by a Decimus early on. And there it is. You actually see the chopper coming in now. It's going to kill my Marine. There's not too much I can do about it. I can try to get back to my garrison, which I am going to attempt to do. And it looks like his chopper really messed up there. Kind of typical of XCA Micro. He can't do too many things at once. He's more of a build order player. And what I mean by build order player is a typical, an example of a build order player. It's not exactly a bad thing. So like Almirante 99 is a build order player. And what that means is they don't really rely on their micro or strategy or on the spot thinking too much. They're mostly really good at taking like the known meta or what's known about the game and just doing it in a lot of repetitions over and over and over and getting it down packed. And it'll get you wins on a very, normal, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll get you a good amount of wins over a good period of time. Especially at a high level. As long as you're doing the meta, you should be fine. But when it comes to like series versus like the top end guys, someone like XCA just they can't hang most of the time. And you'll actually see here soon, he's actually building that mini base, as you can see on the left side of the screen, right there. So I'll actually pause really quick here. I'm gonna get my little cursor out. So he's got the raid camp. And I see this. And you can also tell by that little yellow light right here that he's actually building out of the mini as well. This tells me that he is all out. He probably doesn't have any other minis on the map right now. He's building jump pack brutes out of here, and he's building choppers out of here. And right there, that's like what? That's like 335 blue being pumped out at the same time, along with, what is that, like 65 yellow. This is all together. So this is coming out like every 15 seconds or something like that. So he's not building any other mini bases or anything at home. It's an all-out push to my base. And now when we go back toward my base here in a second, I'm gonna have to build turrets. Lucky for me, I'm actually Johnson. So if I do manage to get up a turret, I should be fine. All right, so let's continue with the game here. And as we can see, I actually do have that turret coming up. I'm about to get digging in too. My only goal here is to survive at this time. It's really not too much else. I do just want to survive.
It's okay. Here we go, boys. Digging in 2 turrets.
Yeah, you hear me talk right there. Digging in 2 turrets. Let's go. Yes. This was like months ago, and I still say let's go. That's great. All right. So he's here. I got the double gen up. I got the looks like an armory coming up on the other mini base there. The one turret is being upgraded. Don't forget, these are Johnson digging in 2 turrets. What that means is they actually heal as they are doing damage. And as you can see, I'm actually still grabbing things on the map. I'm still trying to get mini bases, and I'm pretty confident in my Johnson turrets to hold us. I have a 2nd turret up now. And I'll probably be building a 3rd turret as well at some point because, why not? Yep, there we go. Another turret going to be coming up. And don't forget, it makes them do... it supposedly makes them do more damage, but I'm not sure if that's still true anymore, if that was patched or if that was just taken out of the context. But it does make them cheaper with digging into, and the siphon is powerful with digging into as well. And like, he actually vortexed that turret, but he was unable to actually kill it. And we got 2 anti-infantry turrets here, killing these poor jump pack brutes with a 3rd turret coming up. And I buy yet again another mini base. Now keep in mind, I do only have 6 population. I'm sitting there screaming and crying because I can't believe that someone would fail this bad. Now you have to understand where I'm coming from here. This person at this time was sitting in a party with a bunch of people. He's getting coached, he's stream sniping, and somehow, some way, he's still follied that absolutely just probably the worst rush I've ever seen. And not only that, he was he was thwarted by Johnson. I mean, of all things here. And I'm actually getting my Johnson not with the upgrade and a Marine to boot, so that'll be able to take care of those choppers, no problem. And I'm going to continue here and build up more units. Now let's take a quick look at the mini map so you guys can actually understand what is happening here. As you can see, look in this area here. This is the mini map. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mini bases. So basically 4.5, because this one in the middle is a double. So I'm feeling pretty good. If I can manage to take this out, I should be fine. But the problem is, as you can look, I actually only have 12 population. I'm only at 600 yellow, which means we're going to be a little bit ways from Tech 2. He probably has an expansion either here or here. I don't expect him to pick up his natural expo, which is there. So we'll see, and we'll continue with the game here, see what happens. We may actually skip a few seconds here to get into some more action. Here we go. So he's actually got some choppers in the middle. Continuing to use those to great effect. I actually put a bunker down in the middle. Going to do my best to save that mini base. Probably won't happen, but we are going to try. Johnson's going to come in. We're going to use that heal on the mini base. If we can take out the jump pack brutes, we should be in a better spot because those are with the main part of the base damage there. I'm actually singing as I'm beating them, which is kind of funny. Look at that missile from Johnson just actually tracking down those those choppers, and Johnson's actually chasing down the chopper here as well as that one jump pack brute. I'm not too concerned with where that jump pack brute's going. I mean, it can go to a mini base, but definitely can't go to my main because of all the turrets that I have. He's continuing to build jump pack brutes. Our Tech 2 will probably come in at some point. There it is, Tech 2 just now researched and coming in. And we are going to start popping out those Mantis or Manti. Upgrade for Johnson as well. Going to make him extremely good. And now we got the garage on the mini base and the main. Little tidbit of information. I've been saying this for a while. Something that and this is not, I'm not talking shit or saying, hyping myself up. This is a true fact. For the first, and this is really sad too, for the first year and a half of the game, not even the other top players, not Savior, not Mike, not Almy, none of them would do this. And it's not really relevant to this game, but one of the big things that almost all the top players do now, but that also I was the only one that did for a while, was when you're going Tech 2, here's an example with Banished, and you're going to be pumping into Rangers or Hunters, and once you get the Tech 2, right? Having your barracks already built before your Tech 2 is such a big advantage, and I can't even stress it. So an example, so when you're going Tech 2, make sure you have a barracks already built on your mini base and already built or that will be done building on your main. So cancel a pad usually and have your barracks built. And that way when you hit Tech 2, you already have 2 barracks ready, and you can actually put up a 3rd or a garage once you hit Tech 2 in order to build the Marauders, Reavers, whatever you want to do. And you're already building Rangers and Hunters instead of waiting for barracks to be built. Continuing to go on here, I'm actually picking up my Expo. We've got a rabbit. I'm not sure why I have that. Probably try to use it to jump back to counter jump brutes. We do have the upgrade on the Mantis, giving us that shield. And as you can see in the south, he's still attacking structures. He's got the jump pack brute on the left side there, still trying to get in as much work as he can. He actually did manage to clear the mini bases right here and right here. So he's got those back, and he just killed that one. And now he's working on this one. We still have the main mini base. We have our Expo, and we have our main still strong. So we're still in an okay position as long as we fight to get those back. And actually, we just got the bottom mini base back as well. So we have to try to hold this one now. We're getting snipers in these garrisons. on the minimap. So you actually see we're going to try to get snipers in these garrisons in the middle. Very powerful points to have here. And so as you can see, I'm actually putting a pad on this expansion, continuing to build my Mantis. Very strong units overall. And it looks like we are going to save our mini base from these choppers. We actually just scouted that expo on the right side there. You guys probably didn't catch that, or maybe if you did, over on the right side over here, he actually built that. And we had a scout up on the hill that actually allowed us to see that. But he saw the scout, so he actually canceled it, which leads me to believe he's probably going to try to maybe build on the other one. We don't know yet, so he might try to build over on this one. So we have to get scouts on these expos to see where he's going to go. Coronavirus. All right, so we're going to continue running around the map here. Sorry for the no audio, guys. If I keep it on, you're going to hear my live self talking. That kind of ruins it. The whole point of this anyway. So we're going to be seeing the jump pack brutes come down. And there you go. So yeah, I told you, it's actually building over there on the other side. And I got our rabbits. Going to come down there and try to save that. But unfortunately, Boundless Scythe and jump pack brutes are pretty good. So I'm doing one of my secret builds here that is very, very underrated. And that is going to be bunkers, snipers, and mantis. There's really not too much on the ground in Halo Wars 2 up until super late that can actually deal with this. It's very, very powerful. And now, as you can see, I'm actually going for the nodes there. I see the expo. He did manage to get it up, but we do have those snipers on the high ground. We got those Chris Kyles up there. Those absolute monsters of units. And we're going to come down here. We're going to attack his expo. And if he does try to push us, we can actually pull back to the safety of that bunker there. And those snipers in there will just rain down hell upon his hunters if they do try to follow us. We are at 77 pop. Going to try to take my first node of the game here. And Johnson probably might throw it on a heal. I think I am. I throw it on the heal there, and we're going to continue to push forward. Probably going to try to kill that engineer. We got a bunker drop ready to go as well. Johnson going to run in because nothing there can really kill Johnson, so I'm not too worried about it. Sniper going to be pulled back. We got the one sniper in that garrison there. We've got the Mantis coming up. Those hunters do have some big HP bars. We do manage to take out that expansion. And now you're going to see me push forward yet again. I've got a sniper back at home. We got snipers on the ridges. We are ready to go here. I'd like to see some turrets on my expo. Probably should have done that looking back at all the money that I have. Just to play it safe. So I'm taking out that mini base there. We're going to go check on the other expo again because obviously that's really the only place he can be right now. And so we're kind of boa constricting the map here. What I mean is we're closing in on all sides. So let me do a little bit of drawing here again for you. So as you can see, we kind of own all of this at this point, right? So the only place that he can be is on like this side of the map. See, and there it is. We just scouted the expo. So we're slowly pushing in from all sides here. We're coming in from this front and this front. We're not really going in from the top portion because there's no point in going in this way because I don't want to fight his main. I want to come in from this front and then work my way toward his main. Man, got some coughing today. All right, so here we go. We're starting to push yet again. He does have that expansion coming up there, but we do have, of course, those Chris Kyle snipers going into the bunker. And I'm putting up my own third expansion now along with all these mini bases. He's trying to push, but that's a really bad idea for him. Pushing this much is a really bad idea. Johnson is not to be messed with when he's got bunker superiority here. And so we're at 59 population, but he is losing a lot. And all these units here he's using cost a lot of yellow. We're about to have him down to one expansion, so we have to go take that out as well. So if we kill this expansion here, we'll be in a really, really strong spot. As you can see, all those little red lasers are my snipers. Bunker drop ready again. So we're actually going to bring those snipers into there as well. We're at 77 population here, so we're looking pretty strong. And it looks like Johnson could be getting his upgrade, but it looks like I went for reinforcements first. So it could have been either or. And my Marine's not going to come over. I'm going to try to get that node. And here we go. He does have the expansion there and upgrade, which is a little worrisome. I'm not going to lie. I mean, a Decimus at 14 minutes with an expansion. Kind of scary. But I'm not too worried. I'm starting to take back those. Look at, we got the Pimp Walk. We got the Colossus with the Pimp Walk coming out. So the main reason for the Colossus here is actually, if I could, I would keep spamming Mantis. But I need the Colossus for the range, because the Colossus, they pair really well with bunkered snipers because both have a lot of range. And as you can see there, I'm actually spamming generators because they are free now with the digging in deep ability for my 12 o'clock power. So I'll probably pull the snipers out of that one bunker, and I'll probably pull them into that more forward bunker here in a moment. And here we go. He's actually, he's got a couple of shrouds. He's got an engineer, so his army is looking pretty thick, but we have to deal with that somehow. I'm a little disappointed I don't have an air. I was gonna say, I'm a little disappointed I don't have an air pad, and immediately when I say that, I start building one. Absolutely beautiful. And my Marines now are going to start taking those nodes. I'm taking that expansion. And again, I should be pulling those snipers up, but I still haven't yet, which is kind of strange. So we'll probably see that soon. And there's their air pad coming up. Should probably build some turrets on that expansion, which I do. So he's just kind of sitting there. So I'm actually going to go push forward. I'm going to force him away from his base. Got a little drink of water. And now, yes, he's starting to push, and now he's away from his shield, which is exactly what I want. I don't want to fight him at his shield. He doesn't have too much base damage. He has the one locust, which is pretty scary. We might lose all those snipers in that bunker, which would be really, really sad. Yeah, we're going to jump to the next bunker. Bunker drop ready. We're going to use that to stun as well as block him. And now we're going to come in here, and we're just going to push him backwards. And look at this. As he's running by, he's actually getting hit by our snipers. We're at 100 out of 120 population, so we're looking really, really good here. And we're going to continue to push. And as you can see, I'm not going to the base. I'm actually cutting off reinforcements as we go here. I do feel like I'm in automatic winning position, and I don't want to throw it away to like some Desi drop or some beam or something. So I'm just trying to, you know, just kiting a little at a time here. And it is working in my opinion, so I want to keep that up. We're going to get the upgrade for my leader. We're going to get some Nightingales out. We're going to take out his final mini base in the upper right-hand corner here. He does have that one in the bottom left that he did manage to take from me with that jump pack brute, but I'm not too worried about that. Bunker drop ready yet again, so we're going to bring in more snipers now to the front line. I should get the we'll get the upgrade for the Mantis. The upgrade for the Mantis actually gives them more damage, as well as anything their little laser touches once their Tech 3 actually gives a debuff. So all your units will actually do more damage to whatever they are attacking. Little tidbit of information, you can actually use that in conjunction with like vulture bombs, right? So you'll take a Tech 3 Mantis, a few of those, point them at a building or a base, and then vulture bomb, and you'll actually do a lot more damage as well. And there we go. Beautiful EMP, Mac. We're coming in. We're going to clean up all these shrouds and engineers. Decimus drop comes in, though. That's going to hurt quite a bit. And we actually get a nice combat salvage off right at the nick of time, because a lot of our units are starting to die there. But luckily for us, our snipers on that high ground just killed everything of his down there. Those units are absolutely destroying. And that's actually one of his last units. We're actually going to win this fight outright. And look at Decimus and the Warlord just running for their lives from our snipers on that high ground. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is your high-level analysis of a Johnson versus a Decimus who is getting coached and stream sniping. aka XCA5 there. In the words of Yodesla, he wasn't ready. Yes, sir. Have a great day, guys. This is for you, JoJo. Have a good night, everybody.